I'm going to make a bump key for a Kwikset. Now this machine, I'm going to do another whole video on the Framon Code Machine. I absolutely love it. It was my very first code machine, probably, forever, 35 plus years ago. I've got 3 of these models. I forget how old this one is. It's been kicking around for a long time. I got a brand new one. This is an old, and I got a really old one in the shop, which still works great. Now, going into the book, it's the Kwikset. I'm going to make a key to it. Now, this is going to be a 5-pin, 5-cut, not a 7-cut. Now, you mostly see in residential is 1 to 6. There's different ways of making a bump key, but this is what I found to be really the simplest, most effective. So I go into my Framon, I'm going to set it up, and we're going to do 1 to 6. You look at the deepest cut, and in our case it's going to be a 6 today, and we're going to make a bump key out of 6 cuts. So here's how I'm going to go. We'll put the key, the cuts start at 247. So I'm going to put this right back to 0. Oh, before I do that, let me just change out this block because the spacing is 150. So let me just move this over here. I'm going to change my spacing block because you see the spacing here is 156. I don't have 150 on this one. So I'm going to change the block. So I'm going to put the spacing block in. Is a 150. Just makes it easier. You don't need it, but we're all about what's nice and simple and to the point. So 150 is our spacing. So let me go back. I'm going to 0 this out, and our cuts start at 247. I just got the standard cutter in here. So I go to, there's 50, 100, 150, 247. That's our cut start at. Then I'm going to 0 this out to the first cut. I'm going to put my spacing block to 150. Move 0 it out to there. Close enough for a Kwikset. And my first cut is a 214, is a 6. So we're going to go 200. So I just 0 this out here. I just 0 this out, 0 to 200. My first cut's 214. Put it there. There's my, oh no, it's my 6 cut. So I'm going to do a 6 depth, 214, and now we'll just cut 5 6s across the board. Get our first spot. Always wear safety goggles. Sometimes I find this moves a little bit, so I'll just hold it. Now, going over to my spacing block, second cut, 6 depth, third cut, number 6 again, fifth cut, number 6 again, and our final, because this is a 5 cut. And there we have it. Very simple, very fast. So here's the Kwikset key. It's 5 cuts. We've cut it to a 6 depth. I know it says 7. We don't see a lot of 7s out there, but 6 is the standard for residential. The deepest cut we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've cut it down. Again, the spacing, this is quite cool. The spacing for the first cut is at 247. The spacing block we put in is 150 between cuts. That's between centers. So the first cut starts at 247, 150 spacing, and then we're going down 214, down on all of them. And this is quick, fast, simple, nothing to it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. Also, visit my website and you can see what online locksmith training I have for beginners, intermediate, and advanced, as well as my covert methods of entry and my non-destructive methods of entry.